What's up guys, hope you're well today. Today we are finally doing the icon trading video, which you guys ask for all the time. That's the main question I get in my streams every day. I stream every day at 10 PM UK time on Twitch. People always ask, how do I icon trade, or can you teach me icon trading? And yeah, this is finally the video which you guys will be able to just watch and learn from this, and then come and ask me in the stream any questions or in the comments here. The simple explanation for icon trading is you buy low and you sell high. I know it sounds simple, but that's literally what it is. And another key part is managing your risk and knowing what's a good deal and what's a bad deal, and I'll help you guys identify this, okay, throughout this video. As I said before, I do have a Twitch channel which I'll show you right now. It is Rickus21 on Twitch, so I stream every day at 10 PM UK time, so if you ever have any questions, feel free to drop into a stream and I'll help you out with any questions I can. I also have a YouTube channel which obviously you're watching on, so if you're not following or subscribed even, please subscribe to the channel and you see more videos like this, and you can see one like this, the 100k an hour trading method. And if you're not following my Twitter, you can ask me questions, tweet me, and I'll tweet out some good content and trading advice and achievements. And also then finally we also have a Discord which you're more than welcome to join. We've got 760 members, completely free. There are additional places you can gain access to by being a Twitch sub, you get more channels, or by being a Patreon you get even more channels, and we'll update all these for FIFA 23. So feel free to join us, you're all welcome to. All the links to any of these places are on my link tree, which will be in the description of the video, and yeah, you can just click any of them and it'll take you straight there. For example, YouTube, take you straight to YouTube, Patreon, it'll take you straight to the Patreon. There we go. Okay, now to get into the video, I'll show you how to get a trade pile like this, where you sell many icons, and I have many more listed which haven't sold yet because I just bought them. But as you can see, my balance just went up, so that means another icon sold. So simply, when we icon trade, we buy low and sell high, as I said, right? We were basically doing something called fluctuation trading and rarity trading. Icons are very in demand on the game, and there's not as many on the game as the gold cards because they get packed a lot less, right? So what we do is we trade them when they become more rare on the market. So if you see a price that we think is low, which I'll show you in the video, by analyzing the footbin graphs, we'll buy it and then we'll list it for like a high fluctuation, which is a point which it will rise to throughout the day at different times as the card becomes more rare. This is very common with icons due to the fact that they're so hard to pack, right? Like, how many of you guys have actually packed a tradable icon this year, or how rare is it that you ever pack one and you open so many packs all the time? So that's basically what rarity trading and fluctuation trading involves. So the most effective way to trade icons is using a method called the lazy selling method, which is something we go into in depth in our Discord and our streams all the time. And it's the trading method which all the top 100 traders use all the time to maximize their profits and minimize their losses. This simply means, well, for example, you see Lineker on the screen. For example, say the cheapest on the market is 80k. We simply list ours for 85k and we relist and list again until he sells, because someone called a lazy buyer or a noob, they will often buy the first card they see on the market, or they're very rich and they don't care about actual being very efficient. They see one for 82k or they see one for 85k with a striker and a hunter that they want, they will just buy ours, and that's how we lazy sell and maximize the profit, because there's extra 2-3k per card, adds up to a lot over time. Okay, now so I'm going to show you what I do on the website Footbin to find the icons that I want to trade, okay? So right now FIFA is in a bit of a weird place. It is August and the market is pretty dead, like everything's really low and really cheap. Icons are crazy cheap too. So personally, I'm only trading icons which are worth under 200k, just minimize my risk and lower the tax, because on 200k there's only 10k tax, right? The higher up you go, 400k, 20k tax, you need to make more profit to make just the tax back, okay? So what I do to find my icons is I go players, FIFA 22 players, versions here, and then I find icons which are here. I click all. I then type in the price of icons I want to trade, so you have to add a minimum, so I just put 500, and then I put 200, 1000, and then I filter by price, and then it's simple. I order by PlayStation price, whatever console you're on, and I will go to, I like to start with around the 90k icons, so I will start right here. Okay, so this is just a little disclaimer here. Icon trading obviously comes with a risk, so recently we've had a few SBCs which have destroyed certain cards. So if we get a better card which is affordable in the same position, it will destroy the price, and that's always a risk, but something we are okay with because we make more profit over time. We make more profit than we do losses, and we make a lot more profit than we lose during these situations. So it's always best to keep trading. An example is, right, we recently got this card here, Ferran Torres. I'm sure you guys are all aware. Only 120k, insane card, right? Right wing, 5-star, 4-star, very good value, okay? So what's that done to the right wings? As you can see here, like this card was 120k, and now all of a sudden he's only 90k. So that's the kind of risks that are associated with icon trading. Another example would be Barella, who is a very OP and very affordable card, right? 200k for like 90 plus, 9 goal in gang, 5-star, 5-star. So you can guess what he did to centre mids like, I don't know, Petit, because it's a direct replacement and he's just going to be way better than Petit. Look, Petit's 118k, I was trading him at 150 last week, so yeah, you can see the risks that are associated with this. So don't be too greedy and be always aware that you can lose coins, okay? Okay, now just before I show you how we actually trade the icons and identify the deals, I'm going to tell you when are typically the best times to buy these icons. Typically, between midday to 6 PM UK time is always a good time before the content, or very late night, like after like 1-2 AM UK time. And the best days this year to trade icons have actually been on Thursdays before 6 PM, Fridays the entire day, and Sundays before 6 PM, because we've often got the icon SBC on a Sunday, so people panic sell. We often buy panic selling, that's our whole thing. We buy they're low because people are panic selling for no reason, just to get a rubbish 93 plus icon pick, to get Lineker, Schweinsteiger and Perlo in the pick, and then go buy back that icon, okay? The method we use is we list an icon for, as you'll see here, all my listings are for 1 hour, okay? We list for 1 hour, it's not loading, but we will list for 1 hour, and we will relist our cards every single hour, okay? It's very simple, and that's because most of our lazy sales that we get, where people buy, are in the last 10 minutes, because when a noob goes on the game and they go buy the first icon they see, your one is more likely to be at the front in the last 10 minutes, right? Because it'll be in the first few listings. So that's when a lot of your lazy sales and your sales will occur. That's why we list for 1 hour and we relist every hour. You can list for 6 hours overnight or however long overnight. Just make sure when you wake up, you do not click relist all, because you don't want it to all be relisted for another 6 hours, and you can't list for 1 hour and relist every hour, okay? And if your icon doesn't sell and you start to get impatient, just drop them by one every time. So for example, say Owen's not selling and you're getting frustrated and you want to get rid of him, drop him to next listing 97,500, next one drop him to 97k, then 96.5, and eventually they will sell by using that method, and it'll minimize your loss, okay? Or your profits, but you might want to sell faster. Okay, now guys, I've just pulled up some random icons from this list. I've found some good deals and some bad deals, and I'm going to show you how to identify whether they are good deals or bad deals. So we're looking at Sadolf here. Sadolf moments. We can see 95k is the price of the market, or 100k. So we go down to this graph here, okay? We can see on the daily he is around 87 to 90k. So we can already write this off as a bad deal, because on the daily we need him to be around that price or lower for it to be a bargain, right? You can clearly see he's been around this price, so we don't like it. We instantly close it and we move on. We now see Van Persie, 116. What's he been on the daily? You can see he's been about 110 the last few days, right? So again, it's a bad deal, we don't like it, we move on again. So there'll be a lot of that, but like you're learning the prices. Next we go on to Makelele. 103 is what he says, and okay, so now it's a bit cheaper than what he is on the market on the last few days. So now, once you're in the daily, go into the hourly. So let's see today. So now we're looking for the low points and the high points. You can see low points here of 92, 96, and high points of around 100. So this is actually not a good deal, right? So that's the second step. After you check the daily, you check the hourly. So this is actually not a good deal. So then we strike off Makelele, maybe come back to him later. Now we're on to Zanetti, 115k. Let's check the daily. Okay, he's around 122k, 123. Now we check the hourly, check the fluctuations. Okay, he hits 113, low 115, 112, but he hits as high as 130-ish at different moments throughout the day, right? So yes, I would buy this 115 if it was on the market, and I would list him for around the high. So 130 is the high. I would buy him 115, list for 129. I always like to go one under the round number, so just under that 130, I would go just under. And that would be a good deal. So that would be definitely one to buy. Okay, and that's how you identify. Next, we got Sol Campbell over here, 115k too. On the daily, he is 120. So again, 5k under, it's looking good, right? So now we check the hourly. Okay, he's around 117. He has a high point here of 127, 118. He hits a low 108. That could have been a spike drop though, it might not have actually happened. And you can see here, so this is like a moderate deal. I wouldn't be too sure if I'd even take this one. So if you're unsure on just seeing one day, what do? You go back another day. Let's see yesterday. And you can see, oh, okay, hits 127 and low, 130, low, 133, low, 125. And if you're really unsure, like I'm kind of unsure still, you can tell. Click this button here, market sales history. So if I'm buying 115 and I always want to make at least 5k profit per icon, minimum, I need to sell this for around 125, 126k. So let's see, does he sell for 125, 126? And if we can find some, so look, 129, so that means I can probably sell mine at 129, so I like that. The green means they've sold, the red means they went unsold. So as you can see here, there's actually not that many though that sold at that price. So I would probably say I'll pass on this one. And that's that deal done. And we're on to the next card again. Right, now as we're back to Zanetti, the only deal I really liked, I didn't like Sol Campbell, so we'll close that. 115 is what I liked. We can check the market sales history if you want to be a bit more sure, which is always a good idea. So if I'm buying for 115, I want to get at least 126 realistically. Then I make at least 5k profit after tax. Let's see. Okay, we've got a 123 sale here, 127, 128. There's a few lower though, but that's good because I mean we would have wanted to pick those up, right? 130, 129, 129. Lots of 129s, 130s. Okay, so this is looking good. So now what do? 115, and we want to sell 126 plus. Let's hop into the game. Let's search the market. And we see 3 here, 116, 115, 115. And if I'm going to sell these for 125k plus, I can buy every single one. And I will buy every single one. I'll buy all 3 of these because this is a low fluctuation in my opinion. Sure, I could have bid lower, but I would rather get the quantity of quality. Yep, we have some dupes there. And we will then list this for 129. A very important key is when you have multiple of the same card, never list them at the same price, okay? Because people will realize that you are buying them all and they won't buy any of your cards. So we'll list that for 128. And we will get the final one and we'll list for 127. Always trying to make sure they're not the same price as the same one we own, so it's different fluctuations, right? So people will see, oh, 127, okay, that's a discount, okay? And listing for 1 hour and we relist every hour. That is the key to my method. It's a very common method, but yes. And as you'll see, we've got a few more sales from before. And yeah, you just continually relist your trade pile with anyone which hasn't sold, and you continue doing this method over and over, okay? Okay guys, here's another card we're going to look at, Lineker, 82k on the market. Let's take a look. You can see on the daily he's about 84, 82. It could be a deal, there's potential here. Lows of 76, so it's not looking great, is it? Highs of 85, high of 87. So you could probably get some lazy sales there if we're really lucky. Let's take a look at the game real quick. And we've got Lineker here. And let's take a look. Okay, so we've got 82k and we've got 8k. This is a slight exception to the rule though, so we can actually buy this one because Lineker is naturally a striker, right? Someone has really spent coins on a striker centre forward card, which may cost a lot. So we will buy this, even though it isn't in a great price range, but we would ideally want under 80k. Because he's a cam, there's additional value to the card. Because people have to spend coins on position changes, or some people will just search cam Lineker and buy that one. We will simply buy that for 90k, no, for 80k and list it for 90k. We'll make like 5.5k profit, but it'll be more likely to sell because it's the cam. The same works for hunters on players, shadows, a striker at CDM, a CDM at striker. These add additional value to the cards. So if you see those are the cheapest and you think it's a good deal, buy those ones instantly. The best way to start icon trading is to pick a few icons, like for example, start with Lineker, Schweinsteiger, Pirlo, Sanchez and Nesta. Just learn those 5 card prices and the fluctuations. So like for example, I always know Lineker under 80k, I'll buy him. I probably got this one for 75k, that's why he sold for 85. Schweinsteiger, clearly I was buying him for 90k to make 5 more k. These kind of things you learn. And then slowly you add more and more cards to your list, you make notes of it, you figure them out, you remember them, you learn, right? That's how it goes, and slowly you have 100 to 100 cards. So you're probably wondering, but Rick, how do you keep track of all these cards when you don't even know the price, right? So this is a pro tip for you all. As you can see, right, how many cards have I got here? I have 23 cards. I haven't cleared them. And there's a reason for that. Because I can't be bothered to remember all these cards because I trade way too many cards, right? So what do? I now see Schweinsteiger here, or Lineker here, or Pirlo here. Okay, so I see Pirlo for 143. He sold for 143. Now I don't need to go into Footbin. I just need to sit on the game, or on my companion app on my phone, or wherever I'm at. I could be outside the house and I could be trading icons now. I could be on the tube. Just take a look at Pirlo, right? I've sold one for 143k. So I say, okay, if I can buy one cheaper than that, I can probably sell it for that again. So I don't even need to look at Footbin right now. I'm gonna just buy that one straight up. And I sold it for 143. I won't be as greedy. Maybe he's dropped since I sold him, so I'm not too sure. But to me, that sounds safe. And I'll list for 134. I'll make like 7k profit. That's a little cheat code for you, okay? So never clear your trade pile. It will save you a lot of time, and you'll make a lot of profit just from keeping it there, you know, as opposed to searching on Footbin the entire time. Okay everyone, so that's my brief trading guide on how to trade icons. If you have any more questions, always feel free to come to the stream or on the Discord. and I can show you how to get yourself in the top 100 leaderboard just by trading icons. As you can see, transfer profit, top 100 all time. Let's see where we are. I think we're 17th, right? Yes. So we got 237 million transfer profit for the year, right? So yes, I'm 17th in the world trader for PlayStation for the entire year. And then you can work yourself towards having a team like this, or a squad like this even, which is completely untradeable squad. Okay guys, I'm here to help. You're all welcome to join my Discord, my Patreon, my Twitter, my Twitch, whatever you'd like to follow me on. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give me a like, subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy it, share the video with your friends, and yeah, there'll be a lot more videos coming like this in the near future, and especially for FIFA 23 when we'll be making as many coins as we can, and I'll be helping all of you learn, and we'll be learning together and making even more coins next year, being even richer. I hit 45 million coins liquid this year. My aim will be to hit 100 next year. But yeah, here are my links in the chat, not the chat, sorry, in the comment section. So if you want to click any of them, follow me on any of these socials, I'd appreciate it, and it'd be nice to see you all on there in the future. So yeah, thanks for watching the video, and yeah, love boys.